Well, Mr. Ranger Dog, it says we're live. 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 Yeah. Oh. Ooh, coffee time. I need coffee. Coffee time. Coffee. Ooh, Mr. Coffee. Ooh, Mr. Coffee. Oh, Mr. Coffee. Good morning, Kentucky Ranger. Hope all is well, swell, and totally hip and groovy in your neck of the woods. Getting a little bit of a late start today on my coffee talk. I slept in. I was super duper sleepy. I guess this week I've had a lot of mental anguish, I guess you could say, a little bit of mental stress. You can't, wow, it's snowing there, huh, brother? Jeez. Hope you're staying warm, safe and sound. It's like 60, in the mid 60s here in my neck of the woods. Oh man, that is hot. A super duper happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hope all is well, swell, and totally hip and groovy. Totally hip and groovy in your neck of the woods. Like I said, I slept in this morning. I slept in. Clean slate for the next week. Yes, sir, Kentucky Ranger. Clean slate. In a whole new day. In a whole new day. Woo, look at this sun. The sun is blasting up. Just here at the truck stop. Hanging out. Just hanging out. Yeah, that sun is blasting. Ranger's doing good. He woke up. There's another reason why I slept a little on the late side. Mr. Ranger Dog woke me up about 2 o'clock this morning, and he was having some coughing. Not coffee, but coughing. He was coughing a little bit. So I got up and took him out to potty. We went for a little walk and all that. And I just couldn't go back to sleep. I could hear people outside talking and yip-yapping and whatnot. And I finally went back to sleep. And then when I woke up this morning at 5:30, I called Mom, talked to her, and she's like, just go back to sleep. And that's all I could think of. And the next thing I know I was laying down and I was out. I was out until about 7:15 this morning. Oh, heck yeah. No, hold on. Here you go, Kentucky Ranger. Sorry, I didn't mean to flip the camera. Pats on the head and scratch behind the ear. Pats on the head and scratch behind the ear. Oh, Mr. Ranger. The plan was to go play early golf. But I'm just kind of chilling. I need to, today, my only plan today is to go to Brother James and Sister Dorothy's house and help them paint their bathroom. So, Mom's doing good. I was supposed to work today. I'm not supposed to work today. I misunderstood my boss. He asked for volunteers for next Saturday. Not this Saturday. Even though I asked him, I was like, is it this Saturday, Dwight, you need me, or the following Saturday? He said this Saturday. But it turns out to be next Saturday. So I'm here. It is what it is. Oh, good morning, Yvette. Good morning. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. Hang out with Mr. Ranger Dog and I here in the old V-Dub bus. Yeah, Mr. Ranger Dog. Pats on the head and scratch behind the ear. Pats on the head and scratch behind the ear. Ooh. Slobbery. Little slobbery. Ranger gets a slobbering sometimes and drooling because of his allergy deal. He's like, I want to be on YouTube this morning, Dad. Look at him. He's just hanging out. Me and Mr. Ranger Dog just hanging out. Drinking coffee here at the old truck stop. The old truck stop. There's a piece of Ranger hair in my coffee. Old Ranger hair into coffee. So yeah, I apologize. I didn't have my coffee talk the normal time. Saturdays and Sundays ain't like a normal deal. I mean, yes, they're normal, but they're not like my Monday through Friday deals where I'm up at a certain time, I'm getting ready to go, and all that jazz. So yeah, Saturdays and Sundays are a little different. Thank you, Kentucky Ranger. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. It felt good. Like, it was just because I've had a lot of mental anguish over the week, you know, just a lot of worries, you know, over this Jetta. It was like I prepared myself mentally that I'm giving up the Jetta and all that jazz. So when I found out that they were willing to work with me, which shocked me, to tell you the truth, it really did shock me. It relieved a lot of stuff, because the 6th is where I'm going to start setting up my payments every month for the Jetta. It's just they're going to pull out my car payment once a month, not like they've been doing where they pull out half my paycheck trying to catch up and leaves me with basically almost $60 to $80 to live off of. So yep, I got something set up, Kentucky Ranger. I got a loan modification. I talked with them on Thursday, and then I had a call back yesterday and talked to the main lady, Sherry, and she's going to work with me, because they don't want to go through all the steps to have to repo the car, auction it off, and all that jazz. It saves everybody a little bit of time, and also, you know, I want to pay them their money. I want to pay for the car. It's not like I don't want to pay for the car. I don't, you know, I'm not trying to avoid them, and they know this. I'm not trying to hide or whatnot. So they are very willing to work with me, to my surprise, you know, because when I talked to this lady last time when I was setting up my payments prior to this for the once a week pull out, she goes, if you miss a payment, we're just going to come and blah, 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 blah. So she was really rude. But whoever I talked to yesterday, I thought it was the same lady, but maybe not. Like I said, they're willing to work with me. I'm not going to be driving that Jetta until after they receive my payment, because I don't trust them. I'm sorry. I don't want to drive that Jetta to work and be like, oh, they come and get it or whatnot, because of the weird system. Their system is just completely weird. I've had to deal with their stuff twice now. So the Jetta is safe and sound, put up, and I won't be driving it until after the 6th. So, and when I do drive it, I'm gonna take it in to get the oil changed. Then I'm gonna be taking it to my mom and leaving it at my mom's, and then I'll be paying for that window to get fixed in the back that my ex-wife supposedly said that somebody broke in, but I think she locked the keys in the car and broke the back window. Whatever the case may be. Yep. Yes, sir, Kentucky Ranger. Yes, sir. Pats on the head and scratch behind the ears. What's up, Ranger? You went down here? What's up? You're just standing around. You're just standing. If you want to stand, stand. I'm getting some more coffee. Just hanging out here at the truck stop. So last night, I had me some truck stop restaurant, the Huddle House. This is the second time I've ate at the Huddle House. It wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty good. I had the chopped hamburger steak with smothered mushroom gravy, baked potato, and some okra. Okra, huh, Mr. Ranger? What's up, dude? You went down here? You went down here? Okay. What if I just move? If I just move for Ranger. Move for the old Ranger dog. So Mr. Ranger dog can just chill. A little bit of ambiance there. A little bit of ambiance. Need some more ambiance. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's a big ambiance right there. Oh, Mama's doing good. Oh, you're talking to Kentucky Ranger's mom? Yes, Kentucky Ranger. I'm hoping your mom's doing good. I'm sorry. I get a yip yapping and all that jazz. Oh, now Ranger's sitting. Oh, you want down there? You want down there? Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah. Oh, you want back up there? Okay. Well, back up you go. You go. Mr. Ranger, you're silly. All right, you silly, but that's okay. That's why I love you. That's why I love you, Mr. Ranger Dog. All right. All right. Oh yeah, I love me some fried okra as well, Kentucky Ranger. Oh, that's cool. Excited to go back to the Philippines. That's cool. I bet you are excited, Yvette. I always get excited to go see my mom too. Fried okra? Fried okra. Oh, it's so good. Okra is a vegetable. It's a vegetable. A vegetable. It is so good, but you have to fry it. Like, if it's not fried properly, it's no good because it's soggy and yucky and blah. But you want to fry it to where it's like crispy and all that jazz. Yes, lightly breaded and deep fried. Yes, Kentucky Ranger, you are correct. Omundo, correct. Omundo. Yes, you are. Yeah, I love me some fried okra. It wasn't bad at all for the Huddle House for a truck stop restaurant. It was really good. But it's your typical truck stop type of restaurant where the waitresses call you, baby. Is that all you need, baby? How's it going, honey? It's like classic, you know, truck stop stuff right there. Which, you know, to me, it's like comfort food. It's like a comfort restaurant. And I like that. I don't know if you can find it in the Philippines. Yvette, you might. If you can, that'd be groovy. I thought it was something that just came from the Midwest, western part of the United States. I don't know. Okra is mostly consumed in the Midwest part of the United States, especially here in Oklahoma. You should call okra the Oklahoma vegetable or something. Outside. Oh, you do have okra? Well, if you got some okra, get you some okra. Lightly bread it. Get, I don't know, fish breading and use fish breading. I don't know. There's like different recipes out here. That's the unique thing about Oklahoma. Most people have their unique breading that they make for the okra. Cheers. 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 Here we are, rolling in already at 52 minutes after the hour. I know I'm usually doing this coffee talk a little earlier, but I slept in. Yours truly slept in. I was tired. Well, mentally tired mostly, but I was really physically tired as well. Yesterday, I've been, well, for the past, I'd say 3 weeks now, I've been working on office cubicles for the warehouse. My supervisor, my boss, supervisor, the head honcho, he, I guess about 5-6 months ago, acquired some office cubicles, and they're just now setting them up. So it's been up to me to figure that out, because I'm reverse engineering all that stuff. Hey, Michigander man, Brother Rob, thanks for popping in. Thanks for popping in. Grab yourself a cup of coffee, hang out in the old VW bus. I know my coffee time's on the late side. Might be early for some folks on this time, but it's late on my time. So I'm just hanging out. The plan was last night to get up, do coffee talk at normal time, then get ready and go play some early golf with Ranger. But, I said, heck it, I'm going to chill. My plan today is to go over to James and Dorothy's house and paint their bathroom. There's a bathroom that needs to be painted, so I'm going to do that. So that's the plans. That's the dealio. That's the legitness of the legitness. I hope you're doing swell, well, and groovy, Brother Rob. I hope you're staying warm up there in Michigander territory, over there in Michigander territory. Kentucky Ranger says it's been snowing in his neck of the woods. Here in my neck of the woods, it's it's a beautiful Saturday morning, about 65, 66 degrees. Just hanging out the old truck stop. The old truck stop. I got the good old, I ate over there last night, the good old Huddle House, just right over there. And pretty good food for truck stop food. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Now they make bacon. Oh, man. Oh, speaking of bacon. Speaking of bacon. Ooh, look at that. Son. Anyways, when I play over at Dolisi Disc Golf Park, it's the park I've been playing at quite a bit. It's right across the street from apartment complexes. And, sorry, I'm just plugging in my phone here to the power. It's across the street from apartment complexes. So you can smell the breakfast cooking in the mornings. And I only eat breakfast when I'm at my mom's house. Honestly, that's just how I am. I'm only hungry for breakfast when I'm at my mom's house. But when I smell that breakfast cooking, oh, it smells so good. I'll be out there playing disc golf and smell it. And I can remember times, you know, being so broke, I'd be out there playing disc golf and I could smell it cooking and be, oh, if I had the money right now, I'd go buy breakfast. I'd go to IHOP. I'd go to Waffle House. And I just think about those times when it's like you're so in need in life, you know, so not down emotionally, but down money-wise, you know, and whatnot. And then I think about those times, and it's just like, that's why I am more grateful, you know, of the things I have now and the money I do get to use when I can use it, because I still don't have much money, you know, until I get my steady paychecks. I mean, I've had a steady paycheck, but they won't be garnishing my money now. I'll be able to get on my feet. It just, I think about that stuff, you know, when you're down in the dumps, you know, just at a low point in life, and you think, you know, it's like, you know, it's going to get better, but it's just like this moment in time is just dragging on. You're just wanting it to get over with. I think about those times now, you know. Think about smelling breakfast getting cooked and just wanting breakfast, you know. Or smelling a McDonald's, just wanting a McDonald's or a Burger King. Oh, good stuff. Need to get some more coffee. A little bit more coffee. Little bit more coffee. Oh, I know, nothing like smelling bacon and coffee brewing in the morning. Oh, I know it gets better, Kentucky Ranger. It's all good. I am totally grateful for everything. And, you know, even before I found out I got hired on permanently, you know, I was still glad I'm working. I was still glad I had some money coming in. I just look back, you know, even when I first moved to Southern California, and how I was so desperate to work anywhere. And at that time in 2010, the economy, especially in Southern California, was not too good for the middle to lower class. And I just wanted a job. I just wanted a job, man. And nobody was hiring. It was crazy. Nobody wanted to hire me. And then I can just remember, like, going to the dollar stores there, just like I do here. And it was different. And then I got a job and everything just flipped, you know, turned around. Just like here, you know. I mean, you got to stay positive. Oh, Tampa J. Tampa J. Good morning. Good morning, brother. Good morning. I am so So sorry, brother. I missed the part last night when you were heading to the carnival. I am. I'm very sorry. I fell asleep. I was tired. I was mentally tired last night. I was physically tired, but more mentally, because I did yesterday. I was talking about earlier. I had to put up cubicles, or I've been reverse engineering these cubicles and putting them up where they needed to go. And then we went to the scrap yard yesterday. We had all this scrap that we had to unload, and it was very heavy, all these auto parts. So I was tired. Shut this window here. It's a little bright back there, eh? Ranger's laying down anyway. But I went to go watch your video from the other night because everybody told me to go watch the beginning of the video, because I seen the carnival rides where you're at, that abandoned carnival place had some VW buses or something for carnival rides. Cool. The Greg Billings Band. Yeah, when I was trying to watch it that night, it was buffering a lot on my end. I don't know if it was just where I was at or what, but it was buffering. Buffering. But you know what I'm gonna have today for lunch, Tampa J? I know I'm gonna have. I gotta go get me a little Sneezers pizza. Usually, what I do at Little Caesars is right next to Dolisi Disc Golf Course. They got a little Caesars, so I'll go over there and get me a Little Caesars after I play golf and eat that, and then take a nap in the old bus. And then leave or do something. Oh yeah, man, like $5 and some change or something. So, good news on the Jetta, like we were talking about earlier. I got a loan modification yesterday. Well, it's not legit like Kentucky Ranger says, since that's all in writing. And that all takes place on the 6th when I get my first paycheck from XL Auto Parts. And I got to take that check into a bank and open up a banking account. So, yep, yours truly will have his own banking account again. Watching it, that's so crazy, Kentucky Ranger, because it's so nice here. Yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, when it all goes down on the 6th, if it's not where I stressed to him when I talked to him, I need to live. I was like, you guys are pulling out roughly over half of my check, because I was making, because I was through the temp agency. I was roughly making about $340, $350 a week through the temp agency, and they were pulling like 240, 266 at a time, depending what, how we had it set up. And that didn't leave me much, that did not leave me much to live off of. And that's what I told him. I was like, I gotta live. I was like, I'll give back this dang car. I was like, I understand I gotta pay for it anyway, but I gotta live. And she goes, is it that you can't afford the car? It's like, it's not that I can't afford the car now. It's like, I just got hired on. I gave her my whole story. Just got hired onto this auto part company, and my first legit check from the company is on the 6th. I had to take that physical check in and make a banking account, because they do direct deposit. They don't like doing physical checks. But I'm a unique situation because I don't have a banking account because of divorce and all kinds of bull. Anywho, So yeah, I'm gonna take that physical check in and open up a bank account. That's what I told her. And she took all my information and she goes, well, let's say we set up your payments at $311 a month. Can you pay that? And let's say when you get your another paycheck, could you pay just a little bit more, like $150? And I was like, we can negotiate that. You know, I was like, but I gotta live. You know, I got other bills I have to pay. Oh yeah, I can. Tampa J, it's a mess, man. I didn't want the Jetta. Before I had that Jetta, I had a 2012 Jetta TDI diesel, and it was involved in that emission scandal. And I should have just kept that sucker. I should have just had it refinanced and kept it. But it was involved in that emission scandal through Volkswagen here a few years ago. Basically, Volkswagen lied to their customers and to the EPA, and they were putting these chips in their Volkswagens that were saying that they weren't releasing a certain amount of exhaust or whatever into the atmosphere or whatever, and it was a lie. It was a lie. And then they had this big buyback program, and it was just, that was a lie. You know, I learned one thing. You know, in life, car salesmen they got bad karma, man. I mean, car salesmen got bad karma. I think the guy at Kia, Sam, the guy that helped me out last week, I think he was a straight, legit new guy. I think he was trying to be good. I think he was a kind person and not yet corrupted by the money of the car world. He made it completely understand to me clear. I understood, but I wanted to hear it from the horse's mouth. And so, because I wanted to take the Jetta in from that we used to have, and either refinance it or trade it off for like a Hyundai or a Toyota, something a lot cheaper. And my ex-wife was like, no, 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 no. So we got that. I got that Jetta. It was a used Jetta. I didn't like it. She liked it because it had a sunroof and all that jazz. So yeah, it was a scandal. Well, Volkswagen scandal, but it was a scandal with this Jetta in the house. And oh yeah, good news on the house. My house in Ponca. Because once again, you know, this house was all co-signed years before I met my wife. I got this house in 05. My mom and dad co-signed on it for me. Same thing they did with my brother until he paid his off. Anywho, we're gonna do a loan modification hopefully on the house too. So instead of having it on the market, and if the loan modification goes through, I'm gonna have that house you guys have seen me in vlogs in the past. I'm gonna have it up for rent. I'm gonna have to, and I understand about people who rent that house. I know what renters could do, and I'm gonna be very diligent and tedious on who rents that place, because that's my house. You know, that's my house. You know, that's how I've always looked at it. But I've always been a wanderer. You know, that was my home base from basically 2005 through 2010. That was my home base. I traveled a lot, did a lot of things. That's how my ex-wife met me. She wasn't into traveling. I remember one time we traveled from Chicago to Denver following the Dead, and I don't think she dug that too much. You know, I'm talking about the Grateful Dead, not, you know, that's who I'm talking about. It was in 09. We was in Chicago. It was the first time the Dead played Chicago since Jerry Garcia died. Richmond is where it was at. Man, what a great show. What a great show that was. See, Jerry Garcia's last show was in Chicago, and then he passed away after that show. And then when the Dead returned in 09, it was a 2-day event. 2-day event. I got the second day though. Oh man, Tampa J, you know me. I mean, I'm a Deadhead through and through. My love would never fade away. But I miss those days. I've grown a little older, a little wiser, and up, you know, in the world. So, well, not so much that. I think it was just not her gig. I think she tried because it was something new to her. You know, it was the experience. Last Cap Cow, maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Nope, not yet. Not yet. It's not official. It's not official, folks. It's not official. It's not Last Cup Call. This is a Saturday morning show, so not official. Not official. Oh, that's cool, man. I've heard about those different festivals out there like that. Camped out for a week. Oh yeah, yeah, Tampa J. I would arrive at the festivals I would go to. Well, except for the big corporate ones like Bonnaroo or Wakarusa, the big corporate ones. Um, you couldn't get to those early. They would offer you like an early Wednesday night camping special because most people can get there on Thursday. But no, I would go to these smaller festivals that were held on like smaller farms and whatnot that would have like 2 or 3 thousand people, and they'll let you get there whenever you wanted, basically. But you just got to pay the ticket to get in, which was usually like $40 a person. But I remember, you know, you go to Grateful Dead shows, it's a little different. You go to Grateful Dead shows, the parking lot is the campground. It turns into the campground most of the time. It used to back in the day, even more so. But the whole parking lot scene becomes a scene in itself. And that's exactly what it is. It's a scene in itself. I don't know if you folks are familiar with the famous Grateful Dead song, Shakedown Street. That's basically what it's been named after. The parking lot, Shakedown Street. So they ran out of money and had to stop. Yeah, they used to festival, especially after Woodstock in '69, has changed through the years. I'm sure that the promoters who put on Woodstock in '69 that lost all their money, especially Michael Lang, you know, Artie Kornfeld, you know, all them, I am sure, you know, they sit back and see the big festivals of the like Bonnaroo, Coachella in California. I'm sure, you know, they sit back and are at loss because they tried Woodstock in '94 and that was a semi-success, and then they did one in '99, and that obviously we all seen what happened in '99. I came this close to getting tickets to that. I came so close. I'm glad I didn't. And then in 2003, I was introduced to this festival in Manchester, Tennessee called Bonnaroo. And Bonnaroo had like acts like The Dead, Willie Nelson. You know, they had just a whole genre of music. And I would go to those things selling my tie-dye. I would sell tie-dye shirts, tie-dye, you know, socks, tie-dye headbands, tie-dye onesies. So that's what I did. I'm going to catch up on some reading here. Sorry guys, I get talking. Oh yeah, Yvette. Sometimes women are weirdish. So yeah, that sums it up in a little story. It's not so much my ex-wife didn't like me because I was a deadhead. I think she tried the scene. The scene freaked her out. Literally freaked her out. My ex-wife is a strong woman. She's a strong Santee Sioux. Santee Sioux is Native American. She's like 3/4 Santee Sioux. So, oh, Mr. Ranger Dog. So she was a fighter. Once my church and friends of mine put damn, it's called a flyleaf. That's cool, man. That's cool, Tampa J. Whoa, almost lost you. I caught you. That's why I like to switch the thing, because I have to use my finger to scroll up. You guys know, my hands are always just so dirty from working, because I work on other things there. My supervisor comes and gets me quite a bit, and I like I said, right now I'm reverse engineering the cubicles in there. My hands, like I said, they're always just dirty and just worn from working, you know. Probably like how Mr. Mark Fun Jones's hands is from working too. Oh, you guys are talking about some groups here. Sorry, you guys get talking and I get talking and it's hard for me to read because I gotta get up on the screen. I need my glasses, and after 90 days, yours truly is going on. I'm gonna find the best benefits program, and I'm gonna get my glasses. I'm gonna start doing my stuff. I'm excited. So yeah, we're just rolling 37 minutes into this show, so it's been a great yip yap, good chit chat. But I haven't called last cup call yet. I keep forgetting. I'm not in really a hurry. That's what's while I have a mindset of being always in a hurry, you know, of going somewhere and doing something. It's probably like how Brother Adam the Woo gets, the way he explains himself in his vlogs. He always is up and wanting to go and do something, do it. You know, I'm kind of the same way. So when I sleep in, like I did this morning, it's a very rarity for me, and all that jazz. Like I was like, holy schmolies! I woke up at 7:15. I was like, oh man, people probably wonder where my coffee talk is. Oh well, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. Saturdays are different on the norm because either I'm at my mom's house or doing something here. But I was tired. Oh, thanks, Kentucky Ranger. Thank you. I'd like to hang out with each and every one of you. This is always an open invitation, like for my fellow YouTubers. If you guys ever want to, you know, decide to say you want to try the van life for the weekend and fly out to Oklahoma, I'll pick you up at the airport and you can do a van life experience with me, how I live, you know. You know, like I said, I got a cot up here. You know, if you bring your significant other, you guys can sleep down here. I can go sleep up here. Like I said, it's van life. My home is mi casa su casa type of deal, you know. Mi casa su casa. So yeah, it's always open invitation for folks to come here. You know, I work, you know, but I do live in a van. Here, after the 6th of April, I'm gonna take the Jetta down to Mom's, and it's gonna be at Mom's. So when because her car is gonna go to kaput. My mom's car is not a good car, and it's getting ready to go kaput. And I understand this and I know it, but she holds on to it sentimental, Same with this big old box truck that was my dad's. So I can't argue with that with my brother or my mother at all, and I won't. So I'm just gonna leave the Jetta down there so when my mom's car goes kaput, she'll have something to drive around, because it's no need for me, you know. The only reason I'm holding on to it is the credit, and I don't want to mess my mom's credit and all that jazz, you know, because of getting myself into the situation with the ex-wife and all this stuff. It, like Kentucky Ranger, you know, as he talks about it, he understands. It's a bummer. I'm very experienced living in this bus, man. I'm very experienced. It's, you know, like I said, I've been doing it off and on for 18 years, you know. This is going on, you know, now I'm doing this as a full-time living. And just like I was explaining, when my friend and I were talking the other day, my friend Summer Jean, she's so cool, you know. Right now, I'm living in a VW bus, not by choice. Not by choice. And that, you know, that's what bothers me. I want to live in this bus by choice. And that it is. I am living here in this by choice. No, you know, I want to. Because if I had, you know, all the money in the world, I'd still be living in a VW bus more likely and traveling around. I'll just be traveling around, you know. That's the word. That's just straight up legit, you know. Bad Jimmy Henry. Well, I mean, but yep. If I had all the money in the world, I'd still be living in this old bus, but I'd be traveling around. I'll probably have something neat in here, like instead of having my, well, no, I couldn't do that, because then where would I keep my food at? Because see, I keep my food, you know, and you got to excuse the mess, you know. Like I said, this is a van life. Let me move Ranger's food here. That's where I keep all my dry food and some Ranger's food, all that jazz, all together down there, just like whoop, it's in there. But see, this isn't originally an ice box. There was like a styrofoam little ice box thing that went in here. You'd put ice to keep things cold, and it would drip down through the drain. This Kentucky Ranger originally was, maybe the napkins were bigger in the 70s. I thought it was a paper, like, you know, like for like, you know, those paper This is not originally Volkswagen, I guess, but this was in here when I bought the bus. This is not original. So one of the original owners put this in there. I keep my Walmart sacks in there. That's a good place to keep my Walmart sacks. Of course, I keep my John Wayne toilet paper, you know. John Wayne toilet paper. Take no crap off no Indian, as they say. That's a bad joke. I apologize. It's a very bad joke. My dad used to say it a lot. Santa Monica. Got that at the pier. That's cool, Kentucky Ranger. Yeah, I got that at the pier. Oh yeah, Tampa J. Of course, I got that when I was stopped at the Love's gas station in Oklahoma, Flying J in Texas, Flying J in Albuquerque, Flying J in Winslow, Arizona, and the Flying J in Barstow, California. That's where I purchased those, my friends. Those mean a lot to me. Of course, can't be over here without saying, what's up to Ari Lehman? You know, Ari Lehman, first Jason Voorhees, played in Friday the 13th. You know, the famous Jason Voorhees. Audrey King, you know, can pull out Audrey King. Yeah. First Jason, right there. Sat right here, hung out. We all were hippy dippies, just hanging out and doing the hippy dippy thing. We became good pals over Facebook, Mr. Ari Lehman and I. Good guy. I look forward to hanging out with him again. Of course, we got a Nomadic State of Mind. Go check them out. They got good rope sandals. I got like 3 pairs in my storage. Of course, we got Kentucky Ranger. Kentucky Ranger! Mondays with Mom. And then World's Greatest Kiting. Drayton, when you watch this, if you watch this, I hope you watch this. I miss you, brother. Hope you're okay out there in the world. I haven't seen a video in quite a while. The world's wondering where you're at. No, he hasn't posted in a while, man. I've been trying to get a hold of him, and I think it's because he don't recognize my new number or something. I don't know. My friend Kevin, who lets me stay on his property, knows Drayton. That's how I met Kevin. Said Drayton is like maybe bought a boat or something, or living on a boat. I don't know. Maybe Drayton's become a pirate. Maybe Drayton's a pirate now. I don't know. Arr, Drayton the pirate, Kevin. Arr, arr. Let's see what's going on over here with van life. Oh, van life at the Flying J truck stop. Like I said, Huddle House was pretty good last night. I had the chopped hamburger steak, really good. Drayton lives like 20 minutes from me, Tampa J. That's groovy. Yeah, I've been trying. I've texted the guy too. Drayton, if you're watching this, man, you need to call a brother. There's not too many Okie numbers that would be calling you. Yeah, sorry about the mess up here. Yeah, this is my laundry bag. Keep all my laundry in there. That's one of Ranger's blankets, but he hacked up his loogies last night, so I gotta wash that. Dr. Toppers, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do this in an official. Last cup call. Last cup call. Thank you, Mr. Maxwell, the coffee maker. You can go home and sleep well. Yeah, Dr. Topper, man. I got that at the Dollar General. I don't know if they got Dollar Generals in your neck of the woods. That's where I got it. I seen it. I was like, ooh, Dr. Topper. Oh man, that sun is bright. Yeah, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. See, as you can see in the background, my coffee creamer is everything is Clover Valley, I guess. Yeah, teeth. That's another thing I'm looking forward to is when I get my benefit program. I'm gonna go to the dentist. I'm gonna go to the doctor, get a health checkup, and I'm gonna go get my glasses. I'm gonna do the 3-point inspection. You know, let's say that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I don't know if a lot of you fine folks maybe know or maybe not know. That's my pops in the background, hanging out all the time. He's on the bull. My dad was a bull rider back in the late 50s, early 60s. Long before I ever came along. Long before I ever came along. Yep. I'm surprised he was ever able to have kids from riding a dang bull like that. Jeez Louise. Yep. My dad was a cowboy, Tampa J. You are correct, brother. So yeah, just hanging out. Like I said, my only plan today is to go paint James and Dorothy's bathroom, their guest bathroom or something, but not until 10 o'clock. So I have a few hours. That's why I'm in no hurry. My plan is not to play disc golf until in the morning, on Sunday morning. And so that's what I'll do in the morning for sure, as I'll be up early playing some disc golf. I'll be staying once again tonight at the Flying J truck stop. Yvette, you too. Yvette, thanks for popping in and saying hi and hanging out. If you ever come down to my neck of the woods, mi casa, su casa, my house is your house. Oh, your mom was at a rodeo and she went, that's cool, Tampa J. I've only been to a couple rodeos. You're a cowboy. Oh, dude, that's cool. That's cool, brother. I gotta read. It scrolls fast sometimes. I've only been to a couple rodeos. So yeah, just hanging out. There's actually, I can go play some disc golf, like if I want to, before 10 o'clock. There's one actually kind of close to here too. The only reason I don't go there to play, there's two big factors, and it's always been known. But I played there before. I used to play there quite a lot. But when I'm rolling in there with my house on wheels, you know, and all that jazz, I'm a little bit more leery of where I go play. But where this is Watson Park here in Oklahoma City. And Watson Park is a big homeless park. There's a lot of homeless there, but nothing wrong with the homeless. If there was, homeless don't bother me, because you don't bother them, they don't bother you. That's usually how it works. But it's also a big gang territory here in Oklahoma City. So, yeah. Hospital in my baby blue Eldorado coupe with bull's horns on the front. Whoa! Together in the urban cow. What? You're an urban cowboy? I'm an urban cowboy. That's cool. That's cool. That movie, speaking of Urban Cowboy, I don't like to give props to my ex-wife or anything, but it's kind of funny you say that. My ex-wife's grandmother made all the all the shirts for that movie, because it's no, man, no, dude, no. Have all the fun, Tampa J, come on, man. Have all the fun. This is the VW bus. This is all about fun. Life has to be fun. But yeah, I would never ignore you, my brother. Never ever ignore you, man. Sometimes I can't get to everybody's comments when they comment on my videos, you know. But I would never ignore you, brother. I apologize, man. But yeah, she had her grandma made like all the cowboy outfits for that movie, because that place Gillies you was talking about, she was like in cahoots with those folks. And when the movie was shot, she made all the shirts and stuff. So I was told. Way too much fun this morning. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, Urban Cowboy was a great movie. I remember as a kid, because living in Southern California, we would come to visit Oklahoma, and in the early 80s or through the 80s, and it was just like, okay, Sissy and Bud, you know. My grandma was really cool. I remember going to seeing that movie in the theaters. Well, folks, it's been a groovy morning. Tampa J, it's been a blast. It's been groovy. Thank you for hanging out, my brother. Kentucky Ranger, as always, man, it's awesome when you hang out with me. I appreciate everybody's kindness. Yvette, I know you popped out. I appreciate you swinging in from Hong Kong, over there at Hong Kong, Fist of Fury, but Hong Kong, because, you know, we're global, a global network, you know, here on the old YouTube, and that's what it's about, is bringing people globally to one kindness, you know, spreading the light, you know, like I tell people all the time, and I know it's a Grateful Dead quote, but I like to shed the light and not master it, you know. That's my duty. That's what I'm here to do. Right there, boo boos. Hold on. Let me wipe your old facers off, old boo boos. I wish he wasn't so allergic to whatever. Yeah. Well, to see, like, it's his nasal drainage, Kentucky Ranger. He gets to he can't blow his nose, you know, like we can. So as he's sleeping, it's going down his throat. He just keeps swallowing. Eventually, he has to hack that up. Sometimes he hacks a little bit up. Sometimes he hacks a nice loogie up. But they're always loogies. It's not like, you know, inside stuff. All that jazz. But thank you, Yvette. I was just telling everybody thank you. My plans for vacation, Yvette, won't take place until after March 2019, because that will be after my 1 year, so I'll have paid vacation. But my first planned trip is just to go down I-40 East, like 2 or 3 days, hang out somewhere, you know, meet folks and mingle, and then drive back, you know. And then when I have another paid vacation, because it won't be after that, after a year I'll acquire quickly paid vacations, and then I'll drive west, let's say, maybe go out to California for a day or two. So yeah, I'll be making plans, like I said, for my 2019 year, probably starting in Christmas time. Around Christmas time, I'll start announcing some groovy plans. But, well, the first big one, and then I'll go from there. So yep, that's the dealio. That's your daily dealio, as they say. Late coffee talk. Once again, I apologize. I did sleep in. So thank you once again, Tampa J, Brother Don, Mr. Kentucky Ranger, Yvette over there in Hong Kong. Can't forget Michigander Man, Brother Rob. It was groovy talking to you too, my friend. As always, be kind to one another. Love one another, because love is the strongest, most powerful, most real emotion that stays with us for eternity. That's true. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, it ain't me. Anywho, be grateful for every single moment of the day, because those moments are just, they change. I know they're just moments, but they change so fast. Indeed, Tampa J. Indeed. Peace, love, and always Volkswagen Greece.